Hope you guys are all doing well. I wanted to pull a quick video together for you based on just some of my own personal experience here maintaining my own home yard. One of the things that I had noticed, and I actually put something out on Twitter a couple weeks ago, was that out of the different grasses that I've got in my yard, I noticed that the Bahia grass was shredding when I was mowing it. The leaf tips were shredding, while the St. Augustine grass was still being cut pretty cleanly. And that got me to thinking about, one of the concepts that we discuss when we're, in class and I'm teaching students the importance of maintaining their equipment and all the aspects that go into that. And one of those is maintaining a sharp mower blade. And depending on the type of mower you have, the process and steps that are required are different. But in my case, I've just got a simple Honda lawnmower that has a rotary blade on the bottom of it, similar to what you may have in your own backyard or in your own garage to take care of your yard. The blade itself, and show you here with a couple pictures and video, the blade itself actually wasn't that dull when I took it off. It still had an edge that you could kind of feel, and to the untrained eye, you'd look at it and say, well, that's not dull. It's being used to cut the grass. The grass is still being cut. Why should I be concerned? And the reason is this. If you take a look at the leaf tips of these two grasses, depending on what you're mowing, in my case, my yard has a little bit of everything in it. I've got some Bahia grass, some St. Augustine, some centipede, and then a hodgepodge of other things. There's a little bit of Bermuda grass in the backyard. I don't know exactly how it got there, but I've got a small patch of Bermuda grass. Quite literally, a bit of everything. And the Bahia grass itself, which, if you're from the South, you know that it grows pretty quickly. It grows fairly quick vertically, and it has a stiffer leaf blade, a tougher leaf blade than what St. Augustine grass does. And when the mower blade was coming in contact with that Bahia grass, it wasn't sharp enough to result in a clean cut, so it was shredding the leaf tips. Now, why is that important? Well, if you take a look at my neighbor who lives just across the street from me, I got a couple pictures here I'll share with you. They have a lawn maintenance company that came in and mowed it just a couple days ago, actually, and their yard for the first basically day and a half afterwards, 2 days, had this really like brown tinge to it. And upon closer inspection, this is what the leaf tips look like. They were shredded a good quarter to half an inch down the leaf blade. It is a zoysia grass lawn. Zoysia grass is similar to Bahia grass in the fact that it's hard to cut, or tougher to cut. You need to have a sharp mower blade to do it. So jump ahead to my yard. I got out my grinder, just a real simple grinder, and sharpened the blades. The blades, as I pointed out earlier, they weren't that dull, but I just touched up that edge and took a little bit of material off. It's important, if you're going to sharpen your own blades, that you realize that the blades themselves are tempered, and if you get them too hot, you can damage that temper in them, and they won't hold an edge as long as they would have otherwise. So you take it slow and easy. You don't put a lot of pressure on the grinder, and you want to make sure that you make numerous passes, a little bit of time between each pass so that it gets a chance to cool down. What you don't want to see is you don't want to see any bluing or color discoloration of the metal, because that would mean that you potentially have damaged the temper in the blade. But once I finish that, I balance the blade, which is an important step. You can do it a number of different ways. I usually just use a screwdriver it's got a square, like a fine edge that I can put through the center hole of the blade, hold it out horizontal, and make sure that the blade balances horizontally. You don't want one end to be heavier than the other. Most of these rotary mowers that we use in the residential landscape rely heavily on that blade being balanced correctly for the engine to run smoothly. And if it's out of balance, you can have a tremendous amount of vibration and then ultimately damage to the mower. But finished it up, put it back on. The next time I mowed, here's what the leaf blades look like. You can see that I've got still a nice clean cut on the St. Augustine grass, and the Bahia grass itself also has a much cleaner cut, which is what I was hoping for. One of the things that one of the reasons this is important, it's not just the aesthetics. When we damage the leaf tissue like that, we're opening the plant up for more pathogens to get into the vascular system and potentially cause a disease outbreak. We actually have seen when you mow a lawn with a dull blade, it actually reduces the carbohydrate concentration in the plant. As the plant tries to recover from that damage, that weakens the plant. If it's a stressful time of the year, of course, you don't want to put the plant under any undue stress, which would make it maybe succumb to more disease or insect pressure, or whatever the case might be. So maintain a sharp blade. Recognize that you may need to sharpen it more than you think. It's a fairly quick and easy step, and it's really important for the quality and health of your lawn and landscape. Hope all is well. Been thinking about all of you and everything we've been going through lately. If I can help, or my team here at UF, any of us can help with you, help you with anything, please feel free to reach out. Go Gators.